Hey guys, 7OW Rocks here, and thank you so much for joining me on episode 47 of Saturday Night's Kickout. Now, if you don't know what Saturday Night's Kickout is, where I talk about usually all of the wrestling, but this week it's not all of the wrestling because I was very bad this week. I missed a bunch of shows, and I already said I was going to miss Lucha Underground, and then Ring of Honor, I didn't watch all of it, and I just had to do some college stuff, so I couldn't watch all of it. But most of the wrestling, and I'm going to be talking about, so yeah, once again, not going to talk about Lucha Underground because I missed it, just going to have to wait till next week. And Ring of Honor, it had like two kind of okay matches, and then Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe for the TV title in the main event. And I don't know, I was real tired, and I didn't really care for the match, so I turned it off before then. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking about that. Title of the video is Battleground Predictions and more. So I'm going to talk about Raw, and then I'm going to go into my Battleground predictions. So it's just going to be like a normal episode. But yeah, I'm going to have my Battleground predictions. Something came up yesterday, and I wasn't able to make the official video. Usually I make a predictions video, a video of itself. But I'm just going to do it now. And hopefully you enjoy the show. So just talking about the main segments. Rollins at the beginning of the show vowed to burn down Suplex City. Main event was a contract signing, and yeah, things did not go well for Seth Rollins, but we'll get to that later. Or for someone else, but we'll get to that later. Big news, probably the best segment of the night. Awesome stuff. Best Divas segment in the last 5-10 years. Not 10, but it's maybe not even 5. But best Divas segment in a very, very, very long time. Basically, the Bellas came out, and Alicia Fox, she's with them, Team Bella, I guess. And Stephanie McMahon came out and kind of turned face, so cool. But she kind of did the Triple H thing. It seems like an NXT Triple H is a face, and then sometimes it's a heel, and then like just flip-flops. So Stephanie comes out, basically says they need to be stopped, and blah, blah, blah. They're not being real champions. They're not being, the athletes that should stand for the WWE, and they're not doing that. And so she needs to bring in the one girl that's trying to start the revolution. So they bring out Paige, and Paige needs some partners. So Stephanie McMahon says she has 2 of them. Out comes Becky Lynch. Out comes Charlotte. So I was really excited to see that. I think both of them deserve it. I was kind of disappointed. I even tweeted I'm really disappointed Sasha didn't get called up. I'm surprised Becky did before her. But yeah, that would not be the case later on. So they come out, and they kind of have a stare down with the Bellas and Alicia Fox. Then what's her name? Naomi. Yeah, I was going to say Trinity. I think that's her real name. Naomi comes out with Tamina, and they're like the neutral ones. They're not for Paige, but they're not against Paige per se. So they come out, and they say they want to be a part of this, blah, blah, blah. Seven Man says, I got the perfect girl that that has the same, outlook as you guys do. Out comes Sasha Banks, the current NXT champion. So that was really cool. And 3 divas, 3 NXT women's wrestlers that deserve this spot and deserve to be on the main roster. So I'm guessing Sasha will be down there for a little while, maybe drop the belt or maybe just vacate it. But yeah, it seems like all of them are up on the main roster now. So I don't know what the diva division in NXT will be, but it was an awesome moment. They all stared down, and then Bellas are in the middle. So freaking Paige and her group and Sasha and her group just kind of cornered the Bellas and Alicia. So the fans started chanting, "This is awesome," which I thought was awesome and totally perfect because it was awesome. They're calling it the NXT Revolution, or I'm sorry, NXT Divas Revolution or Diva Revolution. And the fans started chanting, "This is awesome." And I gotta say, there had to be some little Jimmies in the audience thinking like, Dad, why are they chanting "This is awesome" for a Diva segment? Because that never happens. Like, in all honesty, it never happens. So that was cool. And Nikki Bella just tried to walk away from all of it, bumped into Sasha, and Sasha was not going to let her do that. Grabbed her by the hair, threw her on the ground. Chaos just breaks out. Everyone starts killing each other and just fighting. So that was awesome. That little spot where as soon as Sasha threw her to the ground, it was on. Everyone's fine with everyone. The Bellas, they get thrown out, and Alicia Fox gets thrown out. So it was kind of Paige, her group, versus Sasha and Naomi's group. And it came down to that. They were fighting, just whole chaos, just utter chaos. And then like they were doing flare chops and stuff, and like Becky did like an enziguri kick and stuff, and just chaos and just doing a bunch of random spots, it seemed like. And then basically everybody got thrown out except the NXT divas. and the ones that just came up. So they got Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and Alicia, I believe. They got all three of them in their submission moves. So Charlotte got the, of course, figure 8. Sasha got her bank statement, and Becky got the armbar. So that was really cool. Just, NXT Divas came in, and they were basically saying NXT Divas are way better than you. So that was just a great segment. I loved everything about it. If you missed it, I don't know how you missed it, but definitely go check it out. This is a Diva segment you actually need to see. I know it sounds crazy, but you actually need to see this segment. So really great segment, and apparently Triple H and either Triple H and Vince, or it's like Triple H and Stephanie are just really behind this idea. So it's actually not going to be like forgotten. Like they're going to keep going with the storyline, which is awesome. These NXT divas deserve that. And I'm hoping this is truly an NXT, diva revolution. I hope so. Cesaro took on Owens and Rusev in a triple threat to determine who would challenge John Cena for his United States Championship in a dang good match. Like, really good match. It was really long, too, and I just thought there's no way they're doing a second match. Like, whoever wins this, something's going to happen. And Rusev ended up getting the win after Owens just left the match. He just said, screw it, I'm out. So Cesaro and Rusev were going back and forth. They did this awesome spot where I believe Rusev was on the outside. Cesaro was going for his suplex to bring him back in, but Rusev kind of reversed it, and they did a suplex onto the ring apron. It looked pretty sweet. So that was a really cool spot. But Rusev won with a super kick, which I thought that was kind of strange. A lot of people were saying that he needs another finisher to go along with his submission move, which I agree on. Super kick, yeah, maybe like a setup to it. But yeah, they should try to figure out a finisher for him. But Rusev got the win, which I kind of saw. I didn't see Cesaro and Cena happening again, but Rusev gets the win. Then he faces John Cena. So John Cena fought him, and John Cena makes the dumbest faces when he gets put in, submission moves. He always makes the most outrageous, just over-dramatic faces, and I love him for it. No, but it's pretty funny when he gets in the accolade, and Cena's like, screaming, just looking so stupid, and all the kids are like, Dad, why is he acting like a retard? Not really. But Kevin Owens comes out and just attacks both of them. And I knew that was going to happen. I tweeted it, and I was like, this Kevin Owens going to attack them, which happened. I'm not bragging or anything, but it did happen. I'm right. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so, yeah, Kevin Owens attacked them, and good for him, setting up his Cena match. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm excited for the match. I'll get into that later with the Battleground predictions, of course. Neville versus Stardust. I brought up this segment because it really wasn't like a segment that we could have skipped over. Like I could have skipped over this on the show, but I need to talk about it. I honestly was so pissed off after the segment. Like I don't ever remember being this pissed off about wrestling. But Neville comes out, that's cool. Stardust comes out, and he's got the same stupid gimmick. I mean, they took a little break because I read the WWE writers didn't want him after Dusty Rhodes' passing. They didn't want him to go right off the bat and have the fans boo him because he is a heel. And, yeah, that would be the smart idea. But here's the deal. One, just get rid of the stupid Stardust gimmick. I don't know how anybody still likes that gimmick. I don't know how Cody likes the gimmick. Like, I honestly feel like after that, they kind of should have asked him. I hope they asked him, hey, do you still want to do this stupid Stardust gimmick? Because they should have had him turn face. No one's going to boo the guy. Like, in all honesty, no one. If anybody did, that's kind of rude. But no one booed him, so I didn't really see a point with that. Like, no one wants to boo him. That's the point. No one really wants to boo the guy now. So, he wins with a quick roll-up or something stupid where he held the tights. But get rid of the Stardust gimmick. It's nothing now. He's basically Goldust. Goldust just left. So, they were just like, well, let's just put some random guy in the Goldust outfit. I thought this was just going to be him versus Goldust, and then we're done with it. But this freaking attire, getup lasted way too long, and they really need to end it. He needs to just go back to being Cody, have him do a tribute or something for Dusty. Seriously, get rid of the stupid Stardust gimmick. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But because honestly, I seriously hate this gimmick so much now, and it just infuriates me. They're still trying to do the Green Arrow thing. Honestly, I think they should have taken Stardust off TV for a while and not even had him go to SummerSlam. Like, in all honesty, not even had him go to SummerSlam Or maybe just have a character change and then find SummerSlam. Just have The Miz take his place. The Miz storyline with Green Arrow, Stephen Amell, the actor, goes a lot better because Miz acts like he's this great movie star. Freaking Green Arrow can be like, dude, I'm going to be in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. You know, it's like, Miz, you suck. Stardust character, if they do him versus Green Arrow, whatever, but just get rid of that dumb character. All right, next. Sorry, went on a rant there. Lesnar and Rollins had the contract signing. Basically, like, Brock Lesnar picked up the table and just smashed it in Rollins' face. Then Kane and him started fighting. Kane got the upper hand, and Rollins ran away like a coward. And Brock ended up beating up Kane and then got steel steps and landed it right on Kane's leg. Then Brock left. Seth Rollins came back and said, Kane, you're nothing, you know, blah, 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 you suck, and I don't need you, and did a curb stomp to his foot. So that's basically what happened. So, I mean, I guess they're doing the storyline again where Rollins is going in alone. Honestly, I just see, you know, Kane coming to his aid again. Be like, thanks for the Hawaii vacation, bro. Good times. I owe you one. So, I don't know, but I don't know. I'll get to my predictions. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's get to my predictions now. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. All right, my Battleground predictions. 6 matches and 1's pre-show. So only 5 matches. I see hopefully Ambrose gets added to the card. How did the guy go to versing Seth Rollins in a ladder match for the championship in the main event of your last pay-per-view, not even on the card? Cesaro, I'm hoping, gets added. Maybe Cesaro versus Ambrose just to give them something to do. Divas, I'm hoping maybe they save this for SummerSlam, but I would love to see the 3-on-3-on-3. I'd love to see, you know, Paige's team versus Nikki's team versus Naomi's team. Maybe that gets added or something. I don't know. But, yeah, only 6 matches, technically 5 with the pre-show. But R-Truth versus Wade Barrett in the pre-show for the King of the Ring crown. This makes me so just angry. They are trying to make this look like a feud, like actually be like something where, excuse me. They're trying to make us like invest something into this feud. No one cares about this feud. Like, in all honesty, they do this match every freaking week now. Past 2 weeks, they've done this match, and it's like no one cares. R-Truth keeps getting the win. You're just like, okay, you're making the King of the Ring winner look pathetic. So I got Wade Barrett winning because, honestly, I hope he would win. I hope they don't just give the crown to R-Truth just because. But have Wade Barrett win and maybe give him a push. He won King of the Ring. How about do something with that? But honestly, I am sick of this match. I'm sick of seeing it. Rematch after rematch for the crown. I don't care. Primetime Players versus New Day for the tag titles. Going with Primetime Players. Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. I guess Reigns. Like, in all honesty, I guess Reigns. Because I just see him getting pushed. Maybe they have this match at SummerSlam, so maybe Bray wins, but I'm just going to go with Reigns. Orton versus Sheamus. Sheamus, I think he would need the win. Orton doesn't really need the win. Orton's just there at this point. Cena versus Owens for the United States Championship. If there's a clear winner, I'm going to say Owens. But my theory, I honestly think this will happen. I think Cesaro interferes just because he's been in the mix for a while. He interferes. SummerSlam, triple threat for the United States Championship. Owens wins it there. He just pins Cesaro because Cena's not going to take another pin. So Owens wins the title at SummerSlam. So, yeah, I don't see a clear winner. But if it does happen, my money's on Owens. All right, so next, the main event, Brock versus Rollins for the WWE Championship. Got Rollins retaining. A lot of people are speculating, like rumors are saying that this is confirmed. You know, it's not. But people are like, oh, it is pretty, like 99% confirmed that Undertaker's going to show up and screw Brock out of the title, which I don't see happening. Like, a lot of people, the dirt sheets are saying Sting and Undertaker are going to work matches at SummerSlam or have something to do with SummerSlam. So Undertaker's actually supposed to be at Raw. So I'm guessing he'll show up, but maybe Brock wins and he versus Brock at SummerSlam. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Rollins. In theory, I don't get how Undertaker would interfere and cost Brock the title. Brock's technically a face, so I honestly don't see Undertaker screwing the face out of the title. Or maybe he joins the Authority. That'd be pretty crazy. But I don't see that happening. But who knows? Maybe Brock wins the title somehow, or like in a crazy way. Then Undertaker appears and like SummerSlam, I kill you. But yeah, going with Rollins. And that's my Battleground predictions. I mean, simple. Please let me know your predictions in the comment section below. All right, so moving on, NXT. I'm going to go try kind of fast because I've been taking this too slow. I apologize if this is a long episode. Jason Jordan's been looking for a tag team partner, and he's just been picking random guys that suck, and he keeps losing, and this guy, Chad Gable, is like, bro, I'm Gable. Get it? I'm able. All right. So he keeps saying, no, I don't like you, which I don't get. Like, you're picking random partners. Just pick the guy. So finally this week, he picked him, and they won. In like a pretty, not like a good match, but Chad Gable showed off some like actual like amateur wrestling, takedowns and, all this technique and crap. And I'm trying to think of the word I'm saying. Chain grapples, I guess. He was doing all these. Like, he was doing crazy ones. Like, it was pretty cool to see him. Like, he's got a good, I'm guessing he has a good amateur wrestling background. But the finish came when Jason Jordan was going to do like a back or a belly to back suplex, I think is what you call it. Yeah, belly to back suplex. But he threw the guy up in the air, and Chad Gable caught him when he came down and like did a suplex to him. So it was really cool. And it was a good, tag team finish. Not just like a regular, double DDT or something. But yeah, they got the win. They're willing, and they're Gable. Baron Corbin did a promo or like a promo package talking about him where he's a heel, which I'm actually liking because the fans do not like him at all. And I honestly think he's a talented guy, but I just think it's to the point where squash match after squash match after squash match, and just does it in the same way, hits his finisher, and that's it. Like, that's crappy booking, I think. Apparently on the NXT tapings that were done yesterday, he does a lot of squash matches. So in the coming weeks, we're going to see some squashes. But yeah, him as a heel I think will be good. And he's rumored to verse Samoa Joe at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, which should be cool. So yeah, I'm interested in the idea. I think his time as a face was done, so that's good. Sami Zayn gave a health update, and he basically said, I'm not going to be back for a while. I mean, I'm not going to be back till probably 2016. So that sucks. Get well, Sammy. It's going to suck without the guy. And, yeah, I hope he comes back. And Owens is going to be on the main roster by then. So I don't know what he'd do. I don't know what Sami Zayn does. Does he just go straight to the main roster? Does he come back to NXT for some reason? But, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough situation. Next, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the NXT Championship, the NXT Women's Championship in the main event. Awesome match. Go back and watch this. Awesome match. Main event easily. Like, I honestly, I'm happy with that. Like, I never questioned in my mind, Divas match as the main event. Never questioned it. Awesome main event. And just go check it out. It was awesome. Sasha retained with the Bank statement. Got Charlotte tap out. But they hugged after, and it was kind of like Charlotte passing the torch, I guess, to go to the main roster. Because Charlotte, I'm guessing, is on the main roster full time now. Sasha will have to keep going back and forth. But, yeah, it was kind of like Natalya did that to Charlotte, passed the torch, and then Charlotte's kind of doing it to Sasha. So, really good match. Definitely check it out. Awesome stuff. And, yeah, next, we're going to talk about some TNA, some Impact Wrestling. Remember, no Ring of Honor, no Lucha, just because I missed most of it. So I apologize. But next week, we'll be back to it. TNA, Hernandez got them in trouble, man. Not good, Hernandez. Not good. So I met Hernandez, like, last Sunday. And I was like, dude, I'm so happy you're back in TNA. And he was like, yeah, that's exactly where I need to be. That's exactly where I need to belong. And I was like, dude, awesome. Take picture. So Hernandez, he was not allowed to be at TNA. So basically, how the story goes is that he was with Lucha Underground, and I don't know if he thought he wasn't or he just happened to lie or something, but he was still contracted with, he still had a contract with Lucha Underground, and TNA put him on television on the live episode, so he's not allowed to. He was legit not allowed to. He's still contracted with Lucha Underground. TNA had no right to do that. And a lot of people are mad at Hernandez, but TNA, come on, you should have looked into that. Like, in all honesty, how did you not look into that and ask Lucha Underground, hey, does he still have a contract? So that happens. And basically what I've been reading is now they taped all their episodes, which another negative, taped all their episodes. Hernandez was in Beatdown Clan segments, of course. And he's not allowed to be on TV anymore. He's not allowed to be shown. So all the Beatdown Clan segments will be taken out and put in like random Slammiversary matches and promo packages and stuff. So that sucks. And MVP did announce today he left TNA. TNA announced it. Their talent relations guy, John, starts with a G. I'm not going to pronounce it. I don't want to butcher it. But he announced MVP did leave TNA. So the Beatdown Clan is dead. That was probably the last time we saw them because Hernandez screwed their segments. So MVP was probably like, well, there's a waste of our segments. So MVP left, which is kind of shocking because he stuck up for TNA a lot. Like, people would be like, why are you accepting bookings? And he'd be like, TNA allows me to set outside bookings, and my contract doesn't let up until February. And now he left. So Beatdown Clan's dead. Like, I honestly don't think we'll ever see them ever again. And Beatdown Clan, I didn't really like, but that sucks. Like, their segments are just ruined now. TNA was backed into a corner with that. But let's talk about the show. It was an all right one. So Dixie put a new who's the new guy running TNA, and it's Bully Ray. So Dixie Carter went from getting powerbombed through a table by this man to saying he's the right guy for the position. So that I did not get. This whole like face turn from both of them seems, or not both of them, but the whole face turn from Dixie seems kind of stupid, and how she like sees her evil ways and now she's back to being, good. He powerbombed you through a table and you just gave him authority and power. So it's TNA. I honestly could see Bully Ray turning heel, being corrupt with power, but apparently in an interview he just said he and Devon, he would love to have a WWE return. So yeah, your authority figure is already wanting to go to WWE, so that's nice. He set up a 20-man battle royal to see whoever wins gets to verse EC3 later on tonight. Drew Galloway won. Good job. Tigre Uno versus Grado versus Rockstar Spud versus DJ Zema Ion for the X Division Championship. Next week, because of Donald Trump's, Donald Trump's statements about immigration, I believe. His negative statements about them. Tigre Uno is going to talk about that. So they're actually giving Tigre Uno kind of like a speaking role, and that's good, I guess. Talking about Donald Trump kind of seems random, but whatever. Tigre Uno got the win with a badly botched Phoenix Splash. He missed Grado completely, landed on his ankle, and Grado sells the ankle injury and then gets pinned. So his legs hurt, so he was just like, I can't kick out. So, yeah. Josh Matthews said he hit it perfectly. No, he did not. Brooke versus Taryn for the title. I have so many things wrong with this. Not really, just one thing. So Taryn Terrell looking great as always. Beautiful attire. I love her. Woman of my life. Anyway, she versus Brooke, and for the title. And, of course, the Jade and Marty Bell are interfering and, whatnot. Lights go out. And lights come back on. Gail Kim's in this Mortal Kombat ninja-looking outfit. And the two girls, Marty and Jade, are just on the ground, like, selling an injury. And Taryn's freaking out. And then Jade gets back up. Oh, no. She only attacked Marty. So Jade was just standing there like, whatever. So Gail dodges a clothesline, does a handstand, and gets her legs around Jade. Hurricane Rana's her into the ring post. Then Jade gets back up. Gail does a 619. No joke. I'm not making this up. Gail does a 619 around the ring post and kicks Jade in the face. So she's a ninja, I guess. And she teleports. So that's cool. And she just stared at Taryn Terrell. Taryn Terrell's like, what'd you just do? You got mystical powers. Lights go out. Gail's gone. Turns around. Brooke botches her finisher, the stupid face plant thing. I think Brooke jumped, and then she jumped, landed, and then did her finisher instead of just jumping, doing her finisher. So Taryn, I guess, missed what she was doing. Taryn gets hit. 1, 2, 3. That I do not get. You pushed this knockout so freaking much. Got her a heel group. It was awesome. I freaking really enjoyed her as champ, as the heel champ. And Brooke just comes out of nowhere and wins the title right in front of us. I did not get that at all. There was no build to this match. This was, hey, on Impact title match just because why not? no build to this match at all. No storyline really whatsoever with Brooke. She versed her Taryn and Awesome Kong, lost, and then all of a sudden she gets another championship shot and wins. So Gail Kim, I'm guessing, is going to feud with Taryn, but if Taryn doesn't have the belt, who cares? So I don't really get the point of that. And I thought that was completely stupid to even think about taking the title off Taryn, but that's just me. Let me know what you think. Angle needs surgery to remove a tumor, and I heard that he was rushed to the hospital. So that's some scary stuff after having surgery. So that's really scary, and I wish him full recovery. That really sucks. And EY attacked him, pile drove him. No, he didn't pile drive him. Just attacked him. Melendez came out to make the save, and then EY pile drive Melendez. So I don't know. I thought this feud with Melendez and EY was over, but I guess not. EC3 versus Galloway. In EC3's corner, Tyrus. In Galloway's corner, Eli Drake. Now, the stand-up people, the Rising, had to disband. But Eli Drake gets to be manager for Galloway just because why not? So I didn't really get that. Maybe it just means the group disbands so they can't be any more three-man tag matches. I don't know, but he was in his corner, so good for him. And ref gets knocked down. Eli Drake comes out with his crutch, selling his injury, goes to hit Tyrus with it, stops, hits Galloway. So heel turn, yeah, cool. And TNA, got to have a heel turn. And EC3 picked up the win. Good for him. So, top 5 of the week. TNA, pick it up, please. You're not doing very well. These new tapings that go on later next week, please let some great stuff happen because I cannot take this. Top 5. Number 5, this is my opinion. This was hard this week because, honestly, I missed shows. And I don't know. There wasn't that much, great things about it. But number 5, Tigre Uno defended his X Division Championship and won. Botched the finish, but he won nonetheless. 4, Galloway. He won that big tournament, that big 20-man Rumble, and he lost, but it was because Eli Drake screwed him. I don't know. 3, Brooke. She won the Knockouts Championship. Good for her. 2, Rusev, because he won that good triple threat match. Good for him. And number 1. This was kind of a cop-out answer because I grouped a few people in this one. Number 1, the NXT Divas, Becky, Charlotte, Sasha. Fantastic debut. And Charlotte didn't debut. She's already debuted before on Raw. But awesome segment. And I hope this is a revolution. I really do. Match of the week. I'm going to go with Rusev, Cesaro, and Owens. But Charlotte versus Sasha was a close second. No joke. Kick out segment where I talk about all the positives in wrestling. That NXT segment, or NXT Divas segment, might as well just have been the best positive of the week, honestly. I mean, it was an awesome segment. It gives us hope about the Divas division, the women's wrestling division. So hopefully that really goes somewhere. Battleground tomorrow, so it's a pay-per-view. Might be the most excited, story-driven pay-per-view, but it's a pay-per-view nonetheless. So it should be good, and Owens could walk out United States Championship, and I think that's always good. TNA, you're killing me, but I hope you pick it up. Like, in all honesty, you got some good segments, and you were running with good ideas, but you're releasing all these people or letting these people go, and I don't know why. But Global Force Wrestling, they're doing good things. They basically have TNA's roster now with Bobby Roode, EY, Magnus, all the Mickey James. So maybe we see some Global Force Wrestling people at the next TNA tapings. I think that'd be interesting. Maybe they do the invasion angle. I just don't see how TNA is literally, it seems like, getting nothing for this Jeff Jarrett thing. They let him win the King of the Mountain title, and it seems like they were getting nothing in return. So I don't know how that was worked out, but whatever. It's TNA. Ring of Honor doing good things as always. They got Death Before Dishonor coming up, which should be really good. Undertaker and Sting are rumored to come to SummerSlam. That would be amazing, and I hope they both do. I hope it's not just Undertaker. We see him once a year. That's awful. I hate that. Sting, you're just letting this guy do nothing. Like, honestly, get him involved in something. General manager, authority role, wrestler. I don't care. He's an entertaining, freaking wrestler, entertaining performer. Put him out there. And so hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Sorry it was a little long, and most of my episodes are long, and I always apologize for it. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to that one viewer that stayed along for a very long time, if not the entire episode. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WWE Rocks. And thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, have a nice day.